Hey guys, and welcome to the July wrap-up. The reason this is a bit early this month is because I'm gonna be on holiday with my mom in England for the next 2 weeks, so I won't have time to actually film it at the end of July. So I'm gonna do that now, which also means that I won't have time to film for the booktubeathon. But I will try to be as active as possible on Twitter, so make sure you follow me there. The link is in the description. I'm also currently listening to the audiobook of A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, and I will probably finish that in July, but just know that it'll be in the August wrap-up where we'll talk about it in detail, and that I will probably have finished it in July. Anyways, I still read quite a few books, so let's get started. First of all, I read the 4th part in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, which is Goodbye and Thanks for the Fish or something. I read them in German. What's the actual? So Long and Thanks for the Fish, which is actually, I really like this cover. I think that's one of the covers I like best. However, it's my least favorite part. There's one part left. Most of his writing style kind of depends on playing with the reader's expectations and kind of being really funny and witty in an unexpected way. And now that I know that and now I'm used to it, it still works, but it isn't as unexpected anymore. But also my favorite character, Marvin, just isn't really in this. He's only in the last chapter, and just really shortly, so he doesn't really play a role. And I just love him with all my heart and I need more of him. But I'm so close to finishing this series, which is amazing because it was one of my 2017 goals. My other 2017 goal was to finish the Lunar Chronicles. I read the first part like a few months ago and then I just stopped. Mostly because I want to read them in English, and obviously I can't just buy them in English here, so I have to order them, which I always don't like to do. But now I did. I read Scarlet and I love it so much. Like, I already loved Cinder, but somehow this was even better, and I have this feeling, I can't tell you why, but I have this feeling that I'm gonna love Quest even more. I think Quest might be my favorite character, even though I haven't read anything about her yet. I also really like the dynamic of the characters in this. I think there's so much potential for like future friendships and relationships, and like just, yeah, the character dynamic between all of those characters just was really well done. I think it worked really well and was quite funny, and also, yeah, it's interesting to see how they all work together, and how their different characters work together or against each other in some cases. Then I picked up this gorgeous thing just because of the cover. I've never heard of it. I also don't know who Claire Fuller is. I've never read anything by her. I just picked it up because of the cover, because, I mean, come on. Those are all waves, and the golden ones are like, what's the word? Embossed? Like, you can feel them. And this is also, yeah, it's so gorgeous. On the one hand, we have the main character kind of, who's Flora, who's kind of young. I think she's a student still at university, and her dad's not doing well. So her older sister calls her and says, well, dad's not doing well, so come home. And it's about her, yeah, being at home and thinking about things. And then on the other hand, their mom disappeared a few years ago and no one really knows what happened. Most people think she's dead. Some people even think it was suicide, but no one really knows. And in between each chapter told from Flora's perspective, we get letters that their mom wrote to their dad in the month leading up to her disappearance. And the thing I loved most about this was that the dad collects books, and there's this beautiful passage where she explains why. I'm not gonna spoil it because it was one of those moments that really warmed my heart, so I'm just gonna leave that open for everyone who will read it. Just know that I love that description of why he collects books. But apart from that, I'm gonna say the writing style was beautiful, the way it was written was really interesting, but it was just so sad. So sad. And not in a way that was like beautiful or that was philosophical or poetic. It was just sad, like plain sad. And every single one of these characters I felt was unhappy in some way or another, and it just really brought me down, which isn't something I'm looking for in a book. Then I also picked up this, which is P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. This is the second part to All the Boys I Loved Before. There's also a third part that is, I think, already out in the English edition, but hasn't been translated yet, and I'm reading the German books. But yeah, this was a buddy read with my friend Lizzy Sides. So make sure you check out her video about it as well to get her thoughts and opinions. I'm gonna leave her web up in the description below as soon as it's up. And yeah, I had a lot of fun reading it with her. I love buddy reads, it's so much fun. Even though we have like a time difference of I think 7 hours, which was sometimes a bit complicated, but it was a lot of fun. But the book itself, I love the main character in the first part. The thing is, I still related to her. In the first part I related to her because she was so like innocent and cute and sweet and romantic, and I just felt like, yeah, I'm totally that girl. And I still related to her in this part, but with all my bad parts, like with all my bad emotions, with all the things I don't want to admit I have. So this was kind of not so nice to read. It was still really well written, the story was still super interesting, especially because of these new parts of her character. So I think the character development was logical, it was just not nice. This is a graphic novel of The Wizard of Oz, and yeah, I'm collecting fairy tale books, so come on, I gotta have this. But I will say that it felt very, very long. On the other hand, at the same time, it kind of wasn't that well written in the sense that it was like, then this happened, then this happened, then this happened, then this happened. So it was kind of told in a quite boring way, but it still stretched out so long, and yeah, I didn't like the writing in it. But obviously in a graphic novel we have the other aspect, which is the illustrations, and those are just so damn gorgeous. Like, look at this, this is so gorgeous. It kind of has this, I want to say, Nightmare Before Christmas vibe, especially like with the characters themselves, with the main characters, and it's just so beautiful. I love these illustrations. There are actually marked some because I want to print them out and like put them on my wall. They're just so damn beautiful. I love the colors. The colors change with each part of Oz we're in and with each story we're told, like backstory. So the colors always have a reason and a theme, and they're so gorgeous, so damn beautiful. I only saw 2 films this month. Like, I saw more films, but only 2 new ones. Which were, first of all, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, which I've been looking forward to so much. I just, I love the idea of this story. I haven't read the books. I've read the manga of the first one, but I now found out that they're not gonna do that for the second and third part, which, why not? It was so gorgeous, it was so wonderful, but they're not gonna continue that. So I probably never finished the story, which is kind of sad. But yeah, I saw the film, and I was really disappointed. I still love this whole fantastic aspect of it and the general idea, but to me it just felt really rushed. It felt like we didn't really have like a world building. It wasn't really that much of an introduction. I still enjoyed the film, I had fun watching it, but it wasn't as well done as I would have wished for it to be and as I expected. And the other film I saw was Finding Dori, which, I mean, it was just adorable. Like, I can't really tell you that much about it. It's just, yeah, it's singing fish and they're so cute, and I mean, we all know that we love those characters. Who doesn't? And they're just so cute, and now they're back. And the story was a bit confusing at times. Like, there were some parts where I was like, okay, now you're just stretching things out and now you're just making things up. But the thing is, I didn't mind. That's actually already everything I've seen this month. And that's also it for this wrap-up. As per usual, let me know what you read or watched this month in the comments down below. Let's get a little discussion and recommendation going there. And yeah, I hope you always have a reason to smile. and I shall see you with a separate booktubeathon wrap up somewhere in the beginning of August. And other than that, I shall still see you next week. So, bye!